Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Today, we are finishing the evil questline in Fallout New Vegas's brand new, awesome expansion, The Long 15. Boone, are you excited? You shaved and everything. Look at you. You're looking good. That's from ZZJ's companion overhaul. All right, so last time we put Bunker Bob on the air. We fixed up that Euro place with their crappy marketing. For some reason, he thought it'd be a good idea to, change it to the Mad Roman, even though his country's at war with the frickin' Romans. Brilliant business strategy, but we sorted him out good. And today, we're back working for Morton. So, it's been a long time coming. Let's get to it. Hey, Satan! Long time no see. How are you? Sorry I took an extra long holiday break. But I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you, sir. We never actually talked to him about any of this stuff. This might be the last opportunity we get. So who are you really? I know you're a man of wealth and taste. I know who you are.
I was a corporate gunslinger for the Barons back west. Before that, I was a trooper. I got drummed out because I did what had to be done, and command wasn't happy. But my CO put in a good word for me.
What did you do?
Dealt with resistance. Bullhead was a tough campaign.
Bullhead.
We had to kill so many combatants, and there were no civilians. Civilians surrender. They didn't. So I burned a house of those bastards, killed the family of those unarmed combatants. It was completely justified.
Is Bullhead actually in the lore, or is that... Because I remember the old Some Guy mods used to talk about Bullhead a lot, but I'm not sure if it's actual... Is it actual lore? I don't actually remember. Well, we're playing an evil scumbag character, so can't fault you. I probably would have done the same.
Exactly. That's exactly what my old Major Sutter said. He'll make Colonel when the NCR takes the dam. He's the only one in the brass that has a spine anymore.
How did you become mayor of Baker?
I killed the old one. It was a matter of payment. He did not want to pay. That was a mistake on his part.
And what made you kill the mayor?
The previous mayor made a deal with Stanton. We were to clear out the ranchers, give the cattle and land to the mayor, and then he'd be Stanton's partner. The mayor was squeamish, didn't want the scandal of dead farmers, like anyone cares. Still, I did what I was told. Then, when those farmers hit a caravan, the mayor got pissed, said I should have seen it coming. I did. I was willing to go back for our money, but then he said he wasn't going to pay me. Now, I don't tolerate that. It was a blur after that.
And the NCR just tolerated this?
I have friends back west. They're running cover for me right now. I have to deliver for them, though, otherwise... Well, that's not going to happen.
You like being mayor? I'm sure you do. You're evil sociopath like you. I'm sure you love being in politics.
Difficult question. Right now, I'm just a figurehead, really. I am in charge. I have the freedom to murder, but there are clerical duties. There are things to learn about administration that I'm simply not interested in.
So who are these friends you mentioned?
All right, I'll put you in the loop. When the NCR lost Bullhead earlier this year, a lot of very powerful people lost a lot of money. Kimball couldn't deliver Bullhead back to them, and the annexation of Vegas is a next fiscal quarter solution to a current quarter problem. To refill their pockets, they asked Stanton to open up the Long 15 to their business. He refused. Once Stanton is dealt with, they'll take control of the 15. I'm not permitted to tell any of my mercs their names. Sorry.
What was Bullhead like?
Rough campaign, I'll tell you that. Bunch of savages killed some of our own, so we killed them 100 to 1. Bunch of scum that just needed to die, frankly. Took years to destroy them. And I was so happy when Kimball took office, he let that stuff, But he's pissing the Mojave away. It's like he doesn't care anymore. Like that spark is gone. I mean, he lost Bullhead, for crying out loud, to a bunch of savages who don't know how to use firearms.
Yeah, tell me about Stanton. Who is this guy we've been fighting for all this time.
Stanton. He was a good employer. I don't hate him. Not really. I broke the contract by killing my former commander, and I didn't hate him either. This whole mayor thing, it was a middle management issue. But on the other hand, I haven't felt the rush with him for a while.
The rush?
Stanton had me crushing people's dreams, putting them under his thumb. That's kid stuff, really. When you kill someone, you end them. Forever. In that moment, you have more power over that person than anyone else ever will. That is true domination, and that is the rush I've been chasing for years.
Which one of these? See, I've been very lightly role-playing my character. This is an old save game. I've just been kind of, going along, playing it kind of normal. But yeah, like we said before, we're not like the, serial killer type of psychopath. We're more like the just, get money, do crime type, I'm just about the money, man.
Well, the world's full of people like that. At the very least, you have to step up and do what needs to be done.
All right, well, I guess that's it. I'm ready for the next job. Speaking of money, I'm ready for my next job.
I have good information informing me that Stanton is making a move against us. He's working with a high-level crime family known as the Graffs to arm his guards with top-of-the-line energy weapons. Your task is to disrupt this deal and eliminate all parties involved. Embry is already out there with a few others awaiting your arrival. Go meet with him and return to me when it's done.
Is there any way to get the Graffs to work with us? I don't know. I don't think they're gonna. I'm pretty sure I killed them in the base game.
I sent emissaries to warn the Graffs of what would happen if they decided to work with Stanton.
Yeah, I definitely did.
They proceeded to turn my emissaries into green puddles of plasma in their reception room.
Yeah, they do that.
It goes without saying that negotiations are no longer an option for us.
Yeah. Are these Graff members related to the ones in the Mojave? Will their organization know I'm involved? Well, they know all about me already. It doesn't really matter.
Probably vaguely, as the family all shares the same mother. But I don't expect the other Graff branches to know you were involved here, as long as you don't let any of them get away.
Alright, well, that's it. I'm ready.
Music to my ears. I'd like you to bring
Fiddles,
the shipment back
perhaps?
to me once you've disrupted the deal. We will equip my troops with the energy weapons and use them against Stanton. With our upgraded arsenal and reinforcements from the hub, Stanton will be completely helpless.
Alright, Boone, let's get going. He's way over here. He is. Alright, Embry, hello, how are you?
Oh, hey.
I don't think we've met him either. Yeah, I've seen him around the casa. I didn't talk to everybody. I'm sorry about that. Maybe next time, because I am going to be playing through this mod again on a new character that I've been playing who is more NCR aligned, who is slightly less of a shitty person. So that'll be kind of fun after all this. I enjoy a good murder hobo romp as much as the next guy, but I'm craving something a little different. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. So what's your deal? What do we ask? Tell me about Morton for some reason.
He's a hard man. That's all I really want to say about it.
Okay. Where are you from?
Dayglow. Grew up in the Cortez stacks. Pretty okay neighborhood. Joined up with the army, just like my dad, my grandpa, and his dad. Only seemed right.
What was the army like?
It was tough. Really was.
Is his hand missing? That's it?
If you have questions, I guess I can answer.
Yeah. Where were you stationed?
You're not really stationed in Baja. Once you get past Mexicali, there were no bases for grunts like me. I know the Rangers have listening posts like Camp Manuel Marquis, or Pinchalingue, or the Rocas Alios. And I wasn't stationed in the safe zones either. I volunteered for frontline combat because the pay was a couple dollars more than guarding the listening posts.
What was Baja like?
It's huge. I met caravanners who worked for the short loop for a decade, and I walked more than them in just 3 years. We absolutely did not have the troops to cover it all. And the combat, well, the raiders didn't look like raiders, and the slavers didn't look like slavers. No one was what they seemed.
I had other questions. What? Can I ask? No? Okay. How'd you become a mercenary then?
I got hired by one of the barons in the hub a couple years ago, because of my record.
Must have been an impressive record.
Yeah.
You just told me about it. Yeah. All right. I'm here to help you disrupt the Van Graffs.
Hey, we're ready to go. I'll stay here and look out for any stragglers.
You're not coming?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. All right, whatever. I don't need you. Frankly,
Thanks for understanding.
Frankly, I prefer
really appreciate
it. Honestly.
I'll keep watch, okay?
I'll do it myself. You keep these guys back? Okay, whatever. Ooh, I forgot. Check this. This is medicine stick. Check out this replacer for medicine stick. It's awesome. It's called AWO brush gun, I believe. I'm gonna put a link in the description for y'all if you want this in your game. It's fucking gorgeous. I love it. Boon, check this. Isn't this a nice gun? And like I said, I'll put the Boon replacer. There. It's easy. Oh, okay. Shut up. Stop stammering. Learn to speak before you make a YouTube video. Where are they? Get them. Well, at least this goes. That was a little Looney Tunes-esque how he just was charging with his. Didn't even notice his gun was shot out of his hand. Okay, are we done? We get them all? What? Solid work, people. Solid work. Okay, what do we... Ooh, that's a new outfit. Gimme. Okay, okay. Yeah, I remember to install it, because I've got the, the fucking Type 4 Gooner body. So, please tell me yes, thank God. I installed the underwear. Okay, Casa patrol armor? Let me just have a look at some of this. Okay, there's the gunslinger outfit. There's the patrol outfit. I kind of like the patrol outfit. I'm a little partial to that one. Yeah, I think I'll wear that for a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. There's a little bit of clipping around the leg. Yeah, I've got the Type 4. It's probably not like that in the vanilla game, but you had to have my fucking Gooner body. All right. Hey, a lot of mods need the Type 4. A lot of armor mods require the Type bodies. You're not sure? You say whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. All right. Wrangler. Ooh, and that one's the Wrangler. That one's pretty cool too. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep that. That one doesn't clip. Boone, help.
Fine by me.
There. All right. There. Boone, I picked this up to. That was like in episode 2, I believe. But I cut out when I got that. Oh, wait, did I show that off? I don't even remember anymore. It's been too long. Here's the weapons. Thank God. Yeah, it's been a minute. Sorry to leave y'all hanging for. Man, I was very productive in December, but January's been a bit elusive in terms of recording time and all that. When I started the channel, my goal was at least upload every 3 days. Ideally every 2 days, but at least every 3 days. So I'm sorry for that. I don't want to leave y'all hanging. And I'm gonna try to be better about that. And the squirrel! Boss, I got the weapon shipment for you, boss.
Excellent work. Stanton will realize how hopeless this fight is when he sees the weapons he ordered used against his own people. Tell me, how did everything go?
I don't think I should lie. I feel like he's gonna know. He's a omnipresent demonic entity. He's Satan himself. He knows. Embry didn't help us. He was slacking off. Kind of like me this month. Sorry about that.
I see. I already knew of this, of course, but I am glad you decided to be honest with me. I want you to deal with Embry. I've sent him to the top of the hill near my compound and told him to await my orders. You will tell me if he's planning anything, and then you will kill him, even if he's not plotting against me. I will permit no weaklings. He could ruin everything if he squeals about our plans. Return when it's done.
I know the squealers when I see one. And the television over there. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go deal with Embry. Got a disloyal employee. Can't have that. Morton's compound. Embry. The devil does not permit idle hands. Wait. Idle hands are the devil's plaything, so he encourages idle hands, but we're punishing the guy for being whatever. Jesus, whatever.
Please, help
me. The
me.
point is, you're in trouble, buddy.
He's going to kill me.
Yeah.
You gotta help me.
All right. Morton wants to know if you're planning to move against him.
Look at what's happening right now. Look at what you're doing. Morton is crazy.
I'm doing the evil quest
line.
No one else is.
After all you've seen him do? Of course I'm moving against Morton. And you should too if you want to live.
What was your plan?
I want to go to the press. Tell them everything that Morton's been doing. There's a reporter nearby. He's a good person.
See more butts?
Morton had the entire town hall murdered. The colonel too. Fuck. This nightmare just won't end.
You know, it's about to end, unfortunately. I've been in your position. Yeah. Kneeling over a grave. Yeah. I'm tempted to do it like that, but I'm sorry. I'm in too deep, and I don't think anybody else. I think I'm one of the only channels doing the evil quest line, so I'm sorry.
Please don't kill me.
Well, that was quick. Here we go. Alright, well, we can... Yeah, we actually still... We got his note. What does the note say? It reads, log details, gruesome details about the slaughter of Baker Town Hall residents in the basement. Proceeds to cover the planned and executed murder of Colonel Reyes, the indiscriminate murder of the displaced ranchers in Hollow Hills, and the botched energy weapon deal between the Van Graffs and Stanton Mercs. The note provides dates and times and occurrences, along with details about those who were killed. It conveniently leaves out who completed the handiwork, attributing sole blame to Morton Stone. So we could still fuck him over. Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm gonna. I've made my bed. I'm gonna lie in it. I cut my Faustian deal. It's not a good idea to go back on that. You know, I have a feeling... I don't know. I have a feeling he's gonna... Is he gonna double-cross us? I kind of feel like he's gonna. He is kind of a... He's a murder-happy psycho, so we're gonna see what happens. Boss, Embry's dead.
Good. You continue to impress. I knew Embry was a fucking rat. He was always too small-minded and weak-stomached for this work. Some payment for your troubles. It seems that our new major has finally arrived in Fort Weston. Our friends in the hub will be quite pleased. I want you to go speak to Major Gaines and offer your support in the assault on Casa Stanton.
Gaines.
I will be watching, so do not disappoint. I'm sure you won't.
We're assaulting the Casa so suddenly? What about... I mean, I hesitate to even question the killing of civilians around this guy, but... Yeah.
Now that is rich. Every worker in that rotten junk town is a part of Stanton's
that was some good ventriloquism there for a second.
All living beings within and around the casa are designated hostiles. If your bleeding heart doesn't allow you to fight them, my troops will not hesitate.
I didn't imply. I was just asking. I'll head to meet the major.
Exactly what I hope to hear. Now go.
I didn't actually have an option to back out. Alright, sure thing, boss. I'll take care of that. I know you won't have any problem killing civilians, will you, Boone? No, you won't. Major Gaines, what's up?
Fuck off.
Huh?
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Huh. Okay. Okay, so I don't know what the deal is. It's more than likely something to do with this ancient save game that I definitely shouldn't be using still, but it was, you know, it was just convenient to have a high-level character for some of the mods I'm covering. He won't talk to me. I have the... I think... Alright, so here's what I think is going on. The Morton questline has been giving me NCR rep and is supposed to be, like, rehabilitating your bad reputation with the NCR, but I'm at Wild Child reputation, and I don't think you can raise your rep once you get there, or lower it, maybe even for that matter. So I have tried... I went into the GEC, and I looked at the quest stages. I increased my rep with the console. I changed my rep with the console. I downloaded a mod that's supposed to let you like manually change your rep, but it crashed the game because it was ancient. So I've tried everything my smooth brain could think of, and I'm probably still fucking it up. That is Stanton's compound, I think, over there. And you know what? I'm gonna take some initiative and just go do it myself. I don't need a quest to tell me to be a murder hobo. I can handle that all by myself, Boone. So let's head over there. Where is it? Stubbs Ranch. Let's head over there. So what I could gather is the next stage of this is we'd be sent to attack the compound anyhow. So without further ado, I think we can just handle that ourselves. That's right. I wasn't vilified already. Knock, knock.
Contact.
Shit.
Alright.
Go. Alright. Hey everybody, what's going on? No glitch can hold me down. Ouch. Oop. There.
Contact.
Spare the chickens.
Alright. It's over.
Not by a long shot, Boone. Not by a long shot. Alright, so can't keep me out. Son of a bitch.
Protect.
Not a good time to be a crappy... Ooh, what's that? A unique outfit. I'm not sure I deserve it after that sorry display of marksmanship, but...
Come on. Alright.
Let's see what that is. Hold on. Awesome. Enforcer gear? That's what it was? Ooh, that's pretty cool. Any fella doesn't want to get shot. Better clear on out the back. Okay, that one wasn't attacking me, but that one was, you know, non-combatants. Okay, well, you know what? Who cares? Kill them all and let God sort them out. Or just keep missing. He's got a giant picture of himself. Not surprised to see that here. Whoop. Oh, Mr. Stanton! Where are ya? Whoop. Man, how many people does he have living in this? How many people does he have living in this place? Man, he's got a... Is this the frickin' Manson compound or what? Got all these hobos living in his...
You done?
Gracie. Sorry, Gracie. No grace for you today. Whiskey. Good, I kind of need a top off. I'm a little over encumbered at the moment. Where are ya? I know he's around. Oh, that's downstairs. Oh, that's...
Spotted.
What the... Oh.
All right.
Oh. Okay.
It's over.
Well, there's a lot of... I think that's a Sierra Madre asset, Boone. I'm a little uncomfortable. I'm kind of... I hate... I'm a dead money hater. I'm sorry, but it's true. We all have our flaws. I think I think there's a lot of Sierra Madre assets in here, if I'm not mistaken. They might be custom. I know there's a lot of... Actually, a lot of them are... I know the houses outside are custom. I think these walls and stuff are custom. I think some of these decorations are... Ooh, Wrangler outfit. Mine was busted a little bit. Alright, here we are. Is this where he's been hiding? Nope. Not him. The tuck tail and run, maybe? Ooh, what was that? Okay, there's people laughing, Boone. I'm a little freaked out. I think I thought I turned off that mental instability mod. Oh, well, he's probably behind the giant doors. Durr. Oh, there he is. Spy spits in eyes. Is he deaf? Apparently he's fucking deaf. You have murdered Baron Frederick Stanton in cold blood without a trailer. I had the... Okay. As a result, you are no longer eligible to work for mayor. Yeah, so... From bad to worse, huh? Well, I don't think things could get any worse. Sorry, y'all, and sorry to the modders that the quest had to end. Oh, he was that. Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew this was a sex cult. Yep. Alright, well, I'm sorry it had to end this way. Stanton Finery. But, we made it work anyway. The point of the quest line was to be a murder hobo, and by God, we murdered and we hoboed. So, where was that? I don't want that. Alright. Let me just check. Hold on, I want to see what Stanton's gear looks like. Nice, nice. I like it a lot. There, now I'm the Stanton around here. And on that note, so ends the evil quest line in Fallout New Vegas, the Long 15. So ends our playthrough with this character. This character will return in some capacity, probably is a bit different. This is not the last we have seen of this character or the last we've seen of this mod. Because as I've said before, next week we're starting all over again. That's right, we're playing as a new character, a more NCR aligned character, a slightly less evil character. So, if you've been watching and enjoying, thank you very much. It means a lot to me. I enjoy making these videos just for the sake of making them, but it's always nice when someone somewhere gets something out of it. So, again, apologies for it kind of ending on a bit of a, you know, janky note there, but hey, we made it work. The point was to shoot a bunch of people and all that, and we did that. The point was to go full murder hobo, and by God, we did that, and we will do that come hell or high water. So, alright guys, thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. I've got a lot more coming to the channel in the near future beyond just New Vegas. Other games, other things, and of course New Vegas will always be here probably in some capacity. So, thanks for watching everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.